Hello everyone, I'm back with a new video, and this is a topic I wanted to talk about for a while now, but simply haven't gotten around to because of like personal reasons and just been very busy. It's like, what other things? But I feel it's a topic that whether I did it a week ago or maybe even a couple years from now, it's still going to end up being a relevant topic. And this video is basically in defense of ports. Like with some of the current systems we have out right now, especially the Switch, they get a lot of ports of older games like from Wii U or whatnot. And then, even if you look at PlayStation 4, there's a lot of PlayStation 3 remasters. The Xbox One has a lot of 360 remasters and all that. And, you always hear people complaining, oh, well, why do they keep wasting time with these ports and all these old games? I already played them, or I already have that game. What's the point? And basically, my argument is this. It's like, just because you got to play some of these games doesn't mean everybody else did. Or, maybe they didn't own those old systems or whatever. Or, or maybe they've owned them and it's like they just never got around to picking up that game. Or, lots of other reasons. Maybe they were too young when some of these games came out. But, one of the things that's like, the main thing to remember is that not everybody played this game like you. We don't all have the same exact experience for one reason or another. And just because a game came out, say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even 30, 40 years ago, doesn't mean it's like, oh, it's not worth my time. I mean, if you never played it, it's still a new game. I mean, are you the same way with movies? It's like, oh, well, that's movies from the 80s, not worth my time. It's like, yeah, okay. Star Wars is not worth your time. Back to the Future, things like that. Give me a break. I mean, look at Back to the Future. I mean, that movie came out, it's like theatrically in 85. Most people, it's like, were very young when that came out. It's like a lot of teenagers now, yeah, good luck. They obviously weren't around. And let's say that like a movie like that was only, it's like released ever on VHS. Would it have as many fans as it does now if people weren't able to buy it on a DVD? I mean, they came out with the first DVD in 2002, which I'm not sure if I still have it or if I sold it. I don't remember where it is. Then they came out with one for the 25th anniversary, which I have right here. It had all the same special features plus more. And a very terrible Blu-ray box, which whoever designed it's like should really get hurt for that. And they recently re-released this yet again on the 30th anniversary. And the 30th anniversary version, it's like has another disc. It's like with even more special features. And if you get the Blu-ray, they actually fixed it's like the freaking box so you can actually take the discs out. So it's always nice to see that. But again, if you're just happy with the movie as is, nobody's forcing you to buy stuff again. And that's one of the things that I want people to remember. It's like, you don't have to rebuy something just because they re-release it. If you're happy with your original copy, that's fine. Cats. Now, in the case of games, about a month ago, they came out with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. And I've bought a Wii like since day one. It's like I've had one since launch, and I had this game, but I never really got around to playing it. And I picked it up. It's like for the Switch. And somebody's like, well, if you have the other one, why'd you get it on the Switch? It's like lots of reasons. Reason number one, I can play it portably, so I could actually finish it. I'm more likely to get around to it. Reason number two, this is a multiplayer game, and with the Switch and the Joy-Cons, bam, there you go. Wherever I am, I instantly can just give it to another person. But those are my reasons for it. But for other people, again, Wii U was not a big seller, so it's a shame that you have games that are just rotting on that thing. And it's almost insane, to suggest to somebody, hey, why don't you buy a Wii U so you can play New Super Mario Bros. U or this game or that game? It's like, well, they're good games. They're not worth buying a Wii U for, if you know what I'm saying. It's like some of these other games, like, the older they get, the harder they are to come by. Like, so there are certain games like Kingdom Hearts. They've released that one on PlayStation 2 when it originally came out. They re-released it on PlayStation 3. They re-released it on PlayStation 4. And who knows, they might re-release it on the Switch, if there's talk about it. No? Some people might go for that. Some might pick up a PlayStation 4 when it gets cheaper. You never know. But again, it's nice to have the option to be able to get it on multiple systems. And even then, there's like other things. It's like, again, some of these older games, like you just don't really have that many options to begin with. Like, I recently picked this one here, the Atari Flashback Collection. It has over 151 games. Imagine if I had to try to go back and pick up an original Atari with all these games on it. I'd probably have an easier time. It's like getting every Pokemon in the original Red and Blue games. All 150. Not counting, say, Mew. Although I hear there's a cheat for that. But in any case, you get what I'm saying. That's like a pain in the ass, especially it's like in the original Gen 1. Because it's like, here's one of the things you have to remember. It's like, it's not just about the stars. Just start a game 1, trade the starters in. Did you forget about Eevee? Did you? You get Eevee halfway through the game, and then you have to decide to evolve it into Flareon, Jolteon, or Vaporeon. Because Gen 1 had no breeding, so it's not like, you just breed it and give it a stone. No, you have to find somebody that has that. So, again, you're probably going to have to play the game at least 3 times. Or one of them twice, just to trade and get everything. Pain in the ass. But yeah, imagine just looking for an old Atari like this. Now here you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why didn't you just buy one of those old Atari Flashback consoles they have? You can just play all those Atari games like that. It's like, yeah, I could. But, let's face it, these are not exactly games you'll be playing a lot of. These are just popping in for curiosity's sake from time to time. I didn't want a huge box from some console sitting up, taking space in my closet or wherever. This thing doesn't take up much space. So there's that. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to get some of these older games, on current systems. But even with older movies, it's nice when they re-release them sometimes on newer platforms, new formats. You don't have to go out of my way to hunt down a VHS copy or anything. So I just want to basically point out, it's like, don't be upset that they're re-releasing some of these old games. Whether the game came out, say, yesterday or 10 years ago, if you didn't play it, it's still a new game. Also consider the fact that it's like, you have a lot of these digital games now which try to use that retro aesthetic. Why not just play a retro game? It's like, would it kill you to play some of these old games instead of just buying one that tries to be one? Some of them are still just as fun now as they were before. Yeah, there's some other games I wouldn't mind seeing them being ported to the Switch or other systems. One of the biggest things people miss right now is the Virtual Console from the Switch. It's it was one of the best things on the Wii, 3DS, and Wii U, and I'd love to see that back personally. It's great to be able to experience some of those games, on a discount, because getting some of those games, physically, good luck. One of my favorite games is Shantae. It's I bought it for $5, $6 on the 3DS. Yeah, try getting a physical copy of that. Good luck finding one for under $300. A game shouldn't cost more than the system to play it, unless it comes with a bunch of insane goodies or something. But that's just that. It's wanted to get that out. So if you see them saying that they're gonna port a game over, right now, THQ Nordic is going to port Darksiders 1, a War Mastered Edition. It's to the Switch. Was arguably one of the last games worth anything on the Wii U. I managed to pick up that copy and I played it and loved it. But as soon as I see it on store shelves, I'll pick it up. I wouldn't mind playing that again on the go. And who knows, maybe some other people might discover it on the Switch and, might lead to more ports and more games. So, you see a game, you want it, buy it. You already have it, you like it on the current platform, don't buy it. It's easy as that. There's no reason to get all hung up on it. So easy to just walk into those, okay, got it.